So Walt asked, should low end saturation below 150 be avoided to not kill transient? William asked, even order versus odd order harmonics on low end. There was someone else that asked the question, do you ever split an 808 to process one part of it versus the other?
Not anymore.
But you will do some harmonic saturation, which is a sort of a version. You're not taking two literal tracks, but you'll sometimes you will. Again, this is all like
but different notes. I don't do a split and you like I got a rough mix of someone that was doing that, and I muted they had a filter to 90 on one and then like a crossover point on another one, did that kind of parallel split thing. Like I've seen Tony Maserati do that. He kills it. Sometimes it's great. I just check to make sure that's necessary, and I unmuted. I muted like one of them, took the filter off, and it was just a better 808 sound, and I just made that sound better. Like it was. So I think that gets problematic most of the time, unless you're like, I don't know, unless you're Chad Blake is known for doing stuff like that, and maybe there's some specific techniques with a Sans amp that you flip the phase on that he does. Like, yes, that can work, but I don't know. I don't do that. No.
I would say that as well. It's funny. I was just working on a track last night that I was having an issue with the low end and trying to figure out how to get the low end to still feel big and open. And I want to get to another point about that you said, but also get the notes to really speak. And I tried splitting it and distorting the high one. I don't know if I used a Sans amp, but something like that, messing with phase and time adjusting it. Yeah. And I spent all this time on it. I took a break. I went back, and the main 808 with just a little bit of harmonic saturation in the mids was better. So I think by and large, if you can get away with a simpler move with less splitting things out with fewer moves, generally is going to be better, because the more stuff you do, the more phase interactions you have, the less clear things tend to be. So these are all good techniques to try if something is really not working. But even after you try it, it's worth trying to go back and do the simple version. Once you've heard the crazy technique where you're sub mixing and you're splitting them and you're doing parallel stuff, see if you can make it with a simpler process. It will ultimately be better and clearer.